Microphone check, 1, 2, what is this? It's the 5'7" assassin in the podcast business. I am your host, Rohan Patra, the Rap Music Plug at your service. The Rap Music Plug podcast presented by QLC TV is the remedy to the I don't have anything good to listen to problem. Through in-depth album and song reviews, as well as artist interviews and general rap commentary sprinkled in between on all of what the mainstream and underground rap scenes have to offer, this is your one-stop shop to knowing what to add to your queue, play next, or pop into your record player. Welcome to the show. What is up, family? Today I'm talking about Westside Gunn and Mach-Hommy after many years are finally reuniting. Westside Gunn and Mach-Hommy are two underground hip-hop heavyweights who have attained widespread acclaim in recent years, so them reuniting and ending their feud is a really notable moment and was made official by the release of Easter Gunday 4. The fourth installment of the Easter Gunday series of tracks that West has put out. So why this feud even started is a good question. The reason for the feud has a couple main reasons. The first and likely most important reason was due to the god Fahim, another hip-hop stalwart from the underground who was running with Griselda early in the 2010s, got upset because Gunn wouldn't give him a free verse, something that he thought was expected since they were homies. From there, Mach seemingly sided with Fahim, and the rift began. The rift also further widened when Conway the Machine, rapper from Griselda, was put off by Mach. In this part, I'm not exactly clear exactly what he did, but basically sounds like he wasn't being responsive and not really working to put in the work to finalize a collab that they had planned for his 2017 Grimiest of All Time album. There were also some Instagram live comments made by Conway that seemingly amplified that situation and made it worse. So before I get into what this reuniting means for both their careers in Mach and Westside Gunn, I first want to get into this track, Easter Gunday 4. The track features a lot of flexing and bragging from Westside Gunn, which is something that he does a lot on these tracks. These Easter Gunday tracks in the past have been featuring many minutes of West just talking, giving you an update on his career, update on his life, how far he's come, that kind of thing. But he also drops a verse, which I thought was pretty cool. But most notably, West teased the release of Pray for Haiti, which is likely going to be a Mach release or a collab between the two, since Mach is famously from Haiti. So that is something I'm very excited for. And then lastly, he also teased Hitler Wears Hermes 8, which we all expected to be coming very shortly, so he just confirms that. Mach, on the other hand, really shined with his verse. He had a lot of great lines, including, most notably, landing a solid jab at Hus KingPin. Mach rapped, "You think Pharrell hang with Roscoe P. Coltrane? Do you think Kevin Hart's still in touch with the cast of Soul Plane?" So this is a diss towards Hus KingPin, a talented underground MC who recently has been open about his issues with West and Mach in the past. Both guys who he believed he helped put on, yet hasn't seen the love reciprocated. Mach, on the other hand, obviously has a different view. In these bars that I just referenced, Mach is making it seem like it's expected that him and West are at a higher stature and a higher level in their careers than Hus. So just like Pharrell and Kevin Hart, who don't hang with people who they came up with, they're insignificant to them now. So there's no reason for them to be doing that. Roscoe P. Coltrane is some early collaborator of his while Pharrell was working with Clips and the Re-Up Gang back in the early to mid 2000s. And similarly, one of Kevin Hart's first big movies was his role on Soul Plane. So I'll get into the aftermath of this diss just in a little bit, but first I want to talk about the bigger picture of Mach and Westside Gunn reuniting. So what does the end of the Mach-Hommy Westside Gunn beef mean for both these artists? Well, starting with Mach-Hommy, Haitian Body Odor, better known as HBO, I believe is his best project and is also his longest by far. Post HBO Hommy, so post 2018, he has sometimes lacked that expert high art polish that Westside Gunn consistently brings to the table. And although Hommy working with Fahim in particular, as well as Droog, has led to some great results, I think Hommy could use that Westside touch or influence to help him truly deliver another definitive work, which I believe has eluded Mach post 2017. His post 2017 projects like a Mach's Hard Lemonade or a Tu et les Tu are certainly very good, but they don't stand to match the work Hommy put out prior in his career. I'm hoping this new development will push Mach's music back to that famed 2017 run that we witnessed in awe. For Westside Gunn now, I think Mach reuniting with him could inject some life into his career, which I think has been on a downward turn ever since Fly God is an Awesome God 2 and the Who Made the Sunshine Shady debut, which seemed like he was just beginning to get on autopilot, as well as settling into this curator role as evidenced by that Shady debut, which had a ton of features and a marginal presence from Westside Gunn himself on his own album. I'm hoping this new development will make Westside a bit more hungry to deliver another quality work that could compete with his best, such as Fly God or Supreme Blientele. I am curious to see, though, how the rest of Griselda is feeling about this reuniting, because we haven't heard from them explicitly since, but I have to assume that West wouldn't just do something against his crew, so I'm hoping that we get some Conway, Benny, Mach, and West collaborations in the future. So now going back to the Hus KingPin part of this equation. In response to Easter Gunday 4, within 24 hours, Hus had a track called Easter Wave Night. The track started with well-chosen interview snippets from Griselda members clowning Mach post this riff between Mach and West, including Conway in particular, detailing why he was so unhappy with Mach and how he handled the work for Grimiest of All Time that I previously mentioned. Past that, there were a couple of good lines in the actual verses here and there, but the overall vibe wasn't too aggressive. It was more just kind of joking, clowning them, but not in an overly serious kind of way. But still, the joking and the clowning was pretty funny and did make them look pretty damn bad. He made them look like old 50-year-old fools that were nobodies until they got into the presence of a Hus KingPin. I think Hus is really inviting a response from the newly reformed Griselda duo, but I'm not sure if he'll actually get one. But either way, whether he gets a response or not, I feel like this situation, to a lesser degree certainly, reminds me of the Drake Pusha T beef back in 2018. Surely the disrespect level and the seriousness and the aggressiveness isn't the same. But similarly to Drake, West and Mach fell into the Drake role of playing it cool, throwing only a few shots here and there, whereas Hus played the Pusha T role and got straight to the point and made them look like washed up fools who were fakes, making a whole song about it dedicated to dissing them, and I think he comes out of this looking better than them when it's all said and done. I hope we get more of this beef, but in a more direct manner, as neither party here really attempted to give us some high-level lyrical performance here. But it was still an entertaining back and forth that I'm happy we got. But above all, I'm just really happy that we have Mach and Westside Gunn back together, because that's good for hip-hop. They made great music together, and I think they will only mutually benefit from this newly formed relationship. I'm looking forward to Hitler Wears Hermes 8, surely, but I am super stoked for Pray for Haiti and what that turns out to be. So this concludes today's episode of the Rap Music Plug podcast presented by QLC TV. I hope this episode gave you some fresh new perspectives on the latest rap releases, as well as a recommendation for the next great rap record to add to your collection. If you're an artist looking to level up your career, getting more gigs, album sales, merch sales, whatever it may be, I would love to help you with that by providing you artist development and writing services. So if you're interested, contact me via email at qlctv.podcast@gmail.com or hit me up via Twitter or Instagram at Rohview, Rohview. I would be honored to lend my expertise and help you grow your career as an artist. And also for regular rap fans that just want to hear more quality commentary on the genre, follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. For exclusive content and updates related to the show, follow the Rap Music Plug podcast on Facebook to help the show grow and ensure that everyone's listening to the best rap music at all times. Follow the show on the podcast platform of your choice. Make sure you leave a review and rating on Apple Podcasts so that the show can be spotlighted by that wonderful algorithm and be exposed to more people. You can find all of this information along with exclusive playlists created by myself by clicking the link that's in the episode's notes. So that's all for today. Talk to you soon. Peace.